Welcome back to Timely Systems Intro to Web Development, Part 3 of 4 on our YouTube series. So today we are going to go ahead and go through getting a web domain and registering that to your new website provided through 000 web host and get that pointing there. So first thing you want to do is open up a browser of your choice, go up to your top bar, type in GoDaddy.com. Once we're at GoDaddy.com, we just want to go ahead and type in the domain name we want. Keep in mind, and please keep this in mind, any domain name you pick is going to be a huge decision. If your business name is already taken, don't just go find another name that goes, meh, it works. We want to go find a domain name that makes it so everyone who sees that name knows it's your business. So say your business is freesheetmusic.com. You want that freesheetmusic.com. Your business is Free Sheet Music. If freesheetmusic.com is not available, you don't want to just go get a freemusic.net or .org. You want to have a .com or top-level domain that really shows you're professional. Now, not to say you can't use a .net or .org. Those are also professional, just people usually want a .com. And let's be honest there. If you look for a website for a company, you expect to see a .com there. So let's go ahead and let's find a domain we want to go ahead and purchase. I'm going to type in Free Sheet Music. Hit enter and it's going to search it for me. So freesheetmusic.com is already taken. Here's a perfect example of what I was just saying. So instead of giving up on that, we want to find a way to get what I want there. So what we can do is, below here, you see how it says freesheetsmusic.com? This doesn't really make sense for my business. It's sheet music, not sheets music. So we just want to go ahead and find something that's kind of similar there, and we want to go ahead and get it. So let's look down. This is kind of good. We're not doing, a live sheet music. We're not streaming that in any way. Looks like we can do... Let's keep going down here. We could do freesheetmusic.guru. Again, it's not. You can use a .guru. You just expect a .com there, so it's just not really good for us. So one way we can do this is let's maybe put a dash in here. Yeah, it looks a little tacky, but at least people can actually read on a billboard or an advertisement what that is. So again, mine is taken here. This is a perfect example. You can't get what you want all the time. So I'm just going to type in no cost sheet music, and I might be able to just take my name and make a new name for my business. It's totally up to you, especially if you're in the planning stages. If you already have your business name, you don't want to really deviate too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just get nocostsheetmusic.com. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my GoDaddy cart, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to my cart. I got what I want. So right here, they're just trying to sell you more information. The privacy protection, that really doesn't help you much. Considering you're going to go ahead and put your contact information on your website anyway. So go ahead and hit no thanks. Go ahead and click away from their website builder. They're going to charge you monthly for that. And it's honestly, in my opinion, and it's an opinion, please remember that, I don't like it. It's really simple, yes. However, the quality of the websites are very poor compared to what you can do just based off code or using something like Pagendo that we already went over. Let's go ahead and continue to cart. So here's where they're going to want you to sign into your account or create a new account. Now, I already have an account, and I'm not going to make a new account just for this video, but you go ahead and click over here on the Create Account. Just go ahead and give it a click. It'll bring you over to the screen. Type in your email. Just go ahead and go through this a few times. And go ahead and create your account. It'll bring you over back to here, and you'll be able to go ahead and either register this for 1 year, or it's only $12.17, or you're going to be able to register it for 2 years for $30.34. Once you do that, you're going to go. It's going to give you a button to go ahead and proceed to payment. It'll ask you for your billing address, all that information. It'll go to your payment. It's going to ask you, hey, what's my credit card information? You go through, you complete that payment. It's going to go over to step 4, which is complete. And it's going to push you over to the next screen. All right. Now that we got to the next screen, once you go ahead and purchase your domain. You go through all that, go to step 4, it's going to complete. We're going to end up on this page here. Now this page, it shows all the different items you've purchased and what you have for that. If you notice, I got a few different domains here. I got openeven.com, timelydevs.com, southernutahdesign.com, and timellyevents.com. Now, each of these are a web domain I purchased, and they all point to something different. However, I'm going to take you through changing the southernutahdesign.com domain to show you how to get your DNS records pushed over. That way your new web domain will show. So you type into Google and you type in southernutahdesign.com, it'll go to my Southern Utah Design website. Or if I purchased, like I mentioned before, the sheet music domain, it can go sheetmusicdomain.com, and it'll take me over to my sheet music website. And it's really important we have this because no one's going to remember what's called an IP address. No one's going to remember, a 168.254.61.8. No one's going to remember that to go to every website they want. They're going to have an easier time remembering southernutahdesign.com rather than that long number I mentioned before. So this is really important. We really want to take care of this, and we got to get it done properly to avoid DNS issues. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go into your domain, go ahead and click on DNS. Wait for that. All right, so what we're going to have happen is you're going to have a bunch of records here where I don't, because I already have this pointing somewhere. But if you scroll down over here to Nameservers, you click on Change. If you have it on default, it'll look like this. We're going to go and click on Custom, and we're going to go grab the Nameservers to 000 web host. Now, if you're not sure what these Nameservers are or what they do, a Nameserver is really just saying, hey, I'm going to point my DNS field. When someone asks me, hey, what is southernutahdesign.com or what is freesheetmusic.com? I'm going to point to this other website that knows what that is. So to make that happen, we need that name server. So what we need to do is go over and Google the 000 web host name server that we can point our DNS entry over to that. Now to do that, we're just going to type in 000 web host name servers. So we go ahead and Google that. Boom, we already have a result right here. We have ns01.000webhost.com. And that's what we want to go ahead and copy. And notice there's also an NS02. That's important. We want to know that in just a moment. But we're going to go ahead and copy this first one, the NS01. We're going to go back to our other tab, the Domain Manager. And we're going to paste these into these two slots. Now notice we can't have two the same. I mean, we can, but there's no point. There's no redundancy. So this right here, the 01, we can change that to 02 like we saw in that Google result. Now what this is, we have name server 01 at 000webhost.com. So that's server 1. Great. That's when we're going to go to the majority of the time. Now we need a little bit of failover. Not all the time on the internet is one server online. It might go down for some maintenance. Maybe you can't reach it and you get routed to the second one. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you have to have some sort of way to go between the two and keep yourself running. So the NS02 allows you to do that. The NS02 is your name server 2 at 000webhost.com. Now this name server 2, if you have any issues getting a name server 1, or just basically if there's too much traffic on one, you can move to the other. It just makes it so you can always find that website. Some web hosts will actually allow you to add extra. If you notice, I can go ahead and add name server, and I can add that a few more times. But for now, 000 web host only has 2, and that's great. That's good for us. We're going to go ahead and hit save, and it'll point us over to our new name servers. Now that we have this pointing over to NS01 000webhost.com, we can now go to our 000webhost.com panel. All right, to access your 000webhost.com panel, we first need to make you an account so you can host your new website on that account. Now, what this looks like is going ahead and go to 000webhost.com. You should see this page here, and just go ahead and click free sign up. Go ahead and input your information here. I'm going to go ahead and say spam5@timelydevs.com, and I'm going to make a super secret password. I'm not going to tell any of you, but hint, it's password123, and then hit sign up. So it's going to ask you possibly to go through a verification. I'm going to have to go collect all the crosswalks here and verify. All right, now it's going to ask you to go ahead and verify your email address. So go ahead and verify your email address there, and I am going to go ahead and log into my account. Once you log in after verifying your email address, you should come to a panel looking similar to this. It may look a bit different. It really depends on if they changed anything, but it should, for the most part, look exactly like this. Now, what we want to go ahead and do is create a new site. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to say Free Sheet Music. And I'm going to set a website password. I'm going to make that password because I really hate myself apparently. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. Now I recommend on that password, go ahead and do something secured, something a little different. Keep in mind, if this is a weak password, people on the internet will find that password and your account and change your website to something you do not want it to be. So please avoid this. Please use a secure password. If you need, go to a password manager such as Dashlane or even a password generator and take a look at that. All right, so once we're into this panel, go ahead and click on upload your own website. So I'm going to hit upload now. We're going to give this a moment, let that load. It does take a moment. All right, it's loading in there. This is a bit slow. Keep in mind it is a free web host provider. The websites aren't slow, just some of their admin panel tools are. All right, so now we're in our public HTML. This is where we're going to upload all of our documents. Everything we made for our website will go here. Now to do so, go ahead and find your file. It'll be on Windows, it'll be on the desktop Pagendo. I'm not sure what it will be for Mac. It may be in a different location, but we're going to go ahead and collect this information here. Click it, we'll highlight, click drag and drop, and click upload. All right, now that it's finished uploading, you should see something fairly like this, and that's what we want. So what we have done now is we went ahead, we created a new website after creating a new account in 000 web host. We go into that website and we upload our files, and now we're ready to set our DNS. Now let's go ahead and do that and show you what it looks like. So click back over here on your left tab that says build website. What we're going to go ahead and do is click on tools, set web address, click add domain, point domain, next, and now input your domain. So I pointed my southernutahdesign.com to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use southernutahdesign.com and hit save. Just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it and hit save. Once you do that, you'll be able to use your domain to access your website. It should go ahead and save. Give it about 5 minutes to about an hour. With some internet service providers, it may actually take up to 24 hours, unfortunately, for this to show up. But go ahead and grab your domain, give it a shot. And here we go. Our website is now live to the internet using our own domain. Now, if you look at my screen recording, you'll notice that I'm not using my domain here. That's because it'll take a while from my domain southernutahdesign.com going from DigitalOcean and my main websites over to this one. It'll take for me about 5 hours to do so, but yours will be almost instantaneously or up to that 24-hour mark like I mentioned earlier. But from here, you should be good to go. You have your website now up on the internet. You designed it for free using Pagendo. Everything looks amazing. So go ahead and pat yourself on the back. You now made your first website. You put it up on your own on the internet for free. The only thing you had to pay for was that domain.